Hello Twinkle Stars. Well done for all the lovely activities you've done last week using the book Titch. So I thought I'll read you the story again. So, Titch by Pat Hutchins. Remember, this is called the front cover. This is the back cover. And this is the spine. So let's get started. Titch was little, very small Titch. His sister Mary was a bit bigger. So this is Titch and this is Mary. Mary's a little bit bigger than Titch. Look at Titch. Doesn't look very happy. I wonder why. Why do you think Titch is not very happy? Let's find out. And his brother Pete was a lot bigger. Oh, he's very tall. So, if you look, Titch is the smallest, and then Mary and the big brother Pete is really tall, much taller than Titch. Pete had a great big bike. He's got big wheels, a big light, and a really big bike. Mary had a big bike. Titch had a little tricycle. So that is Mary and Pete. They're up on the hill riding away, and Titch is on his little teeny tiny tricycle with 3 wheels. Pete had a kite that flew high above the trees. That's a very tall tree, and this is a very small tree. Mary had a kite that flew high above the houses. The yellow kite is Mary's kite, and the blue kite is Pete's kite. And Titch had a pinwheel that he held in his hand. Look how tiny that is comparing to Pete and Mary's kites. He's got a little pinwheel. He still look a bit sad. Pete had a big drum. Mary had a trumpet. Oh. And Titch had a little wooden whistle. Pete had a big saw. Mary had a big hammer. I wonder what they're going to do with the saw and the hammer. You have to be very careful if you're going to use a saw and hammer, and must have an adult all the time next to you. And Titch held the nails. Again, he's got the little nails. Mary and Pete have the saw and the hammer, and little Titch had the teeny tiny nails. Pete had a big spade. Oh. Mary had a flower pot. But Titch had the tiny seed, teeny tiny seeds. Wonder what they're going to do. What do you think they're going to do? And Titch's seed grew. So what they did was they dug up some earth or got some compost and filled their pot with compost, and then they put the teeny tiny seed that Titch had in the flower pot, and I'm sure they watered it, they looked after it, and then patiently waited for it to grow from that teeny tiny seed. And Titch's seeds grew, and it grew, and it grew. Look how tall Titch's seed has grown into a really big plant. So I want to show you what I've done with my seeds. A few weeks ago I planted some salad seeds, and look, they've grown now and it's ready to be eaten. You want to say something about my salad?
Yeah.
What's this?
Go on. This salad is growing so big. We didn't know it would grow this big in these few days.
We're going to eat it for lunch today.
Yay!
You have to cut it and then wash it and then eat it. So, like Titch, remember Titch's little seed that grew into a big plant? I got this little plant. So I got it from the garden centre. So what do we have to do to look after it? Plants need water, sun and air to grow. So we have to make sure you water it regularly, especially when it's hot. You water it to look after it, and you leave it. You plant it in a sunny place, a nice and sunny, airy space, so it can grow nicely. So looking at the plant, I wonder whether you can tell me the parts of the plant that you learned last week. So these are called the leaves, and these are the flowers. Well done. And these long bits are called the stems of the plant. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this plant out of the pot and show you all these white stringy bits. I wonder what they are. What do you think they are? Yes, you're right. They're the roots. That's how the plant gets water. So all these roots help absorb the water that's in the soil onto the plant, and so it can grow. So when you water the soil, the root's going to absorb all the water and all the nutrients in the soil, and then it goes onto the plant and then it begins to grow. So that's why it's very important to look after the plant. You need to make sure you water them regularly, once a day, that means, at least. So if it's really hot, you have to water them really well, so it's nice and moist. So remember what these are called again, the white stringy bit? They're all the roots. So we have the roots, the stem, the leaves and the flowers. This one is a flower tree, so flower plant, so it won't give you any fruits, but there are lots of fruits plants that you can get fruits. Okay, so we'll find out about that later on another day. Okay, so don't forget the parts of a plant and what plants need to grow. Okay, bye for now. See you later.